Now our mama be this so we not get another one. Oluremi TINUBU. Now our mama be this so we not get another one. Now our mama be this so we not get another one. Now our mama be this, so we not get another one. Oluremi TINUBU, Mama Nigeria. Yeah. Now our mama be this, so we not get another one. Now our mama be this, so we not get another one. Mama this, so now our mama be this, so Senator TINUBU.
So the video you watched has been trending on social media, and it is that of the wife of the president of Nigeria, Oluremi TINUBU. She went on a visit to the School of Nursing in Delta State, and the African thing, the culture, terrible culture. Yeah, I'm very serious now. I am very serious. It is only in Africa, in fact, let's say Nigeria, that you want to accord certain title to someone who is not your biological parent. It is terrible. In countries where things work, that's why I said there are a lot of things that has to do with our culture. That's why we have problems. Let us start with this. It is said, and I repeat, don't ever tell a grown-up person that he or she is lying or a liar. I'm sure you have heard that before. That's why you have a president that you can never tell is a liar. And if you do, you'll be dealt with. Because we've been raised that way. You can't tell another, say, stop that, that's disrespectful. Don't tell another that this is a lie. Okay, let us say saying it is a lie is kind of like, even though you know it's a lie. So what you need to say is, it is not true. And you still get a rap on your mouth. Because it means the same like you're saying, am I lying? Then there is another saying. What do you use your age for as an elderly person or older person? Is it not to cheat the younger person? That is what it is. Now, how can you vote, in quote, vote for someone to be president or to occupy a political office, and that person who you have placed to do this, to serve, and of course, because this person is serving, you have given that person some little bit of specials here, so as to enable them to do their job. Then you are not referring to the person as your father because they have stolen and they have weaponized poverty, hunger, weaponized it. And you are calling the person your father, your mother, that they are providing for you. They are not providing for you. You've only asked them. We all cannot be barbarians. We all cannot handle this together, although we are working together. But we are appointing you to be the face of this. Be the person that will, we just want to give this into your hands. When we're watching you, we want you to handle certain things. Be a decision maker. Structures have been put in place from the executive, legislator, and down like that. Then someone will sing, Oluremi TINUBU is our mother. Our mother is coming. Are you crazy? How can Oluremi? Now, some of you might be like, hey, but that's the problem we have in Africa. That's the problem we have in Nigeria. Let us call a spade a spade. Oluremi TINUBU is not your mom. Unless she adopts you and it is official. Going to a church and say, my mommy in the Lord, my dad in the Lord, maybe to a certain extent, it might be kind of like, it might make sense sort of, because they are standing in the gap, or they are in that space of being called parents to you. oh, it's my spiritual father, my spiritual, that's the person I run to when I have certain spiritual issues, and they attend to me, they pray, and they even fast. So they sacrifice like what parents would do. In that case, maybe you might want to accord that person, but it's not something that's a blanket thing. It's not blanket because they cannot be parents to everybody, and they may not behave like parents to everybody. So you can't even say spiritual father, spiritual mother. Not everybody. Not everybody. It's a human thing to want to accord certain kind of honor, status to a certain person because of the role they are playing in your life. You know, it's a cultural thing, like I said. But in the same climb, I don't think you will see them saying, my daddy, my mommy in the law. Are you, the person, sorry, excuse me, don't confuse people. I am not your parent. Yes, you can call me your mentor. You can call me your word, but I am not. And I will not be your parent. That's spiritual, but then it's a practice. So about that part, the spiritual father thing, it's not something to talk about because, like I said, there are people who might step into that role and you have no option than to accord them that status. Like, no, this person, you have done even much. You stood in the gap for me. This person has fasted on my behalf. It's not easy now. This person fasted on my behalf. They don't have to, but they did. So I want to accord them that respect. That's a different thing. So should we apply the same to public office holders, particularly criminals that we have? Oh, she has provided, she has given, did she give it out of her pocket? Like, is it her job? Like she worked and out of her sweat, she now brought equipment and said, okay, I'm going to give scholarship to these people. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's bringing out of what belongs to everybody. So how is she your mama? Are they going to betray their parents because of Oluremi TINUBU? Oluremi TINUBU, I know you are not their biological mother, but it's time for us to stop this trash. I think we are getting to that point where we need to put an end to certain practices. You don't call your president your father, and you know as our father. You are not nobody's father. Let us stop this trash. If you say someone is your father, it means you are expecting the person to behave like a father and attend to you like a father. But don't forget that you cannot challenge your father. That's why you cannot challenge public office holder. That's why we have this terrible thing happening in the Senate and all over the place. They are not your father. A presiding officer, Senate president. There are rules and regulations that applies to that your position. You are not anybody's father. You're only your children's biological father. And if there is a child that you have adopted, so be it. So let us stop this. Now our mama be this. So that's why those nurses, very intelligent, they said, no, it is your own mother, not our own mom. Now, some might think it's because of the situation, the economy, and everything happening in Nigeria. That's why people are, it could be. But I want us to take this a bit further. I want us to understand why you should not and why we should stop this stupidity. Let us begin to upgrade our senses. Let us begin to upgrade our mind. Let us renew ourselves, because by so doing, you will understand what you deserve and you demand for it. You will understand. Many people don't know what they deserve. They just think this is normal. Like, it's God that put the person there. Who told you that it's God that is always putting people where they are? He's our president, so he's chopping. Let him chop. We will chop. Let us stray away this trash and embrace wisdom. We have to do away with norms. What has become our tradition, our culture now. Some stupid sayings that has put us in captivity. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. There are things that we should stop. So I like what they said. It's not their mama. They have their own mom. They have their own father that are sacrificed. And if they are the ones helping themselves, then they have become their own father and mother. Don't say, now our mama be this. So what kind of song is that? They are kind of like using that as a kind of welcome. That Oluremi TINUBU, our mama be this. So mama of what? They say she's first lady. First lady of her husband. First lady, yeah. There is a post for that. It's okay. There are certain jobs she needs to do, and part of it is what she's doing, like charity, out of pocket. No, out of the coffers of the government, out of your natural resources. That's where she's getting the money from. So someone will be like, what if they don't do it? If they don't do it, then they should hang them like how it is done in China. That's what we need to begin to understand. Like, no. You are not doing us a favor. Like, I told you are not doing us a favor. This is our natural resources. You have just been appointed there. That's how we should begin to talk. Like, don't tell us like you are not doing me a favor. Who are you? Before we arrive to that point, I think we need to do some inner soul searching, re-educate ourselves. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments. See you in the next update.